Aquarius, this is your August energy. Sorry, just moving the chair in. Just a little bit of housekeeping first of all. If you resonate with this reading, please like, share and subscribe. If you don't resonate with it, please do check your sun, moon, rising and your Venus sign for more clarity. Okay? You can find that info by going to AstroCaf. It's free. You put in your date of birth and where you were born, and it will give you the planetary placements of the day that you were born. Okay, right, the cards have already been pre-shuffled. I'm just giving it another go. And let's have a look what we got. Right. Okay. The Strength card. Now, the Strength card only comes up when Spirit is calling for you to actually have more strength, okay, into what is going to be coming up. Next, you've got the Five of Wands, then the Queen of Swords, you've got the Justice, and the Tower. Cool. Right, so the Strength, as I said, first of all, you could be dealing with a Leo, okay, but Spirit always calls for the Strength when we're actually called to stand our ground. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like for some of you, you've got abundance coming in. Okay. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like you have quite a big abundance coming in, whether it be from an inheritance or I don't feel like it's through a lottery win. It could well be though. It could well be. I do feel like this is quite a huge gift. So I say inheritance, it could be just a gift, a quite substantial gift. Okay, right. But this gift is going to cause a little bit of drama. Okay, the Five of Wands is my a little bit of bickering card. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. It's almost like an argument that no one wins. It just goes backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And I do feel like this is because of this coming in. Okay, and the argument, or the little tete-a-tete, shall we say, I feel like you are actually going to stand up to this person. We've got the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the masculine energy of it's the masculine energy of emotions. Okay. It does cover Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Okay. But I do feel like, in a way, that this represents you, that you are going to be very firm with these people. You're going to be very firm with these people, and you're actually going to say to them, look, I got this. This is why I keep pausing. I feel like that this was meant to go and either be shared out with someone, or this is... Yeah, all of the argument and with justice is all to do with this Ace of Pentacles. I keep going back to the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just going to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. It's a choice. It's a choice. We've got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers can also mean Gemini. Okay, so you may be dealing with the Gemini. But in a general read, the Lovers means a choice. But do you know what? I'm actually looking at this. I'm really focused on the stars, so it's almost like divine intervention. Whatever is coming in for you was written. That's why I really do feel like it was almost like an inheritance, or it was a promise from someone. Yeah, if they haven't passed away, then it might actually be a promise that someone has promised you. You know, coming into the age of, say, 25 or 30 or something like that. Something has been promised to you, and that's what arrives. That's what people don't like. As I say, with the King of Cups, I do feel like you're going to sit there and say, well, you know, if it is an inheritance, this person left it to me. If it is a promise or a gift, is that person meant it for me? You know, so it's almost like I can see and feel people sulking around you. Okay. The next one is the Queen of Swords. Now, I do feel like that this is someone, it can be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I do feel like this is an outside source. Male or female, it is, once again, it doesn't matter. There is a lot of people on this table. Okay, there is a lot of people in your reading, but I do feel like there is a feminine energy that is going to cut through all of this BS. Okay. Now this feminine energy, I do feel like that this is, as I say, someone stepping in and cutting through all of this, because even though that you've been gifted this abundance, okay, you've got a choice whether you can dish it out or keep it yourself. Okay, but with the arguments of everyone being like gnats around your ear at 11 o'clock at night when you're trying to sleep, it's that bickering. But I do feel like you're going to say, well, no, I love you loads, and the reason why I'm not giving this, like sharing this out with you, is nothing to do with how much I appreciate or adore you, if it's your family. But I need it. I've got things that I need to do. Okay. And I do feel like, as I say, this person coming in, Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, is actually going to say to these, look, you know, back off, because you didn't see it coming. With the Four of Cups, this cup being offered to you with the cup of love, you didn't see this amount of abundance coming towards you. And plus also as well, these people that are the gnats at 11 o'clock when you're trying to sleep, in your ear roll, buzzing around, they don't actually see. They're not seeing it from your perspective. Okay. it's almost like they are being blind to what is being played out in front of them. All they can see is the abundance and what about me? Yep, but that's why it's calling you to have strength, because it's going to open up a little bit of a Pandora's box. Okay, but justice is here. Okay, and it evens out the balance. It does. Justice is here, and if that was promised to you, this abundance was a promise to you, then that is where it should go, regardless and despite what everyone says around you. You know, it's sharing and giving it away is a choice. But if it was actually promised or given to you, that's not your choice. Yeah, you just accept it graciously and do the best you can. But the justice is clarified by the Hangman. Now, I do feel like with the Hangman, it's a self-imposed energy. It's almost like we put ourselves on timeout. Okay. And I do feel like that once this person has actually said, you know, back off, that's not okay, justice is then served. Okay, people do leave you alone, do accept the fact that that's yours, and if you don't want to share, that's fine. And then you take a stand back, I think, from these people, because I don't think that these people are friends. I think they're closer than that. If they are friends, they're more like family. But because all of this is finally over, that's why I said I think it might be, if it was a promise or a gift or an inheritance, it went through the legal system. Okay? And that's why with the Hangman, I do see yourself just stepping back a little bit from these people. Just for the situation to calm down, I think. And the last card is the Tower. Now the Tower could also mean Sagittarius, okay? But the Tower is clarified by the Page of Wands. There is just so many people involved in this. So you could not be the only one benefiting from this, okay? And I do see instantly with the Page of Wands, it's a very young energy. It's a fire sign. It's a very young energy of you, yeah. The Tower comes right at the end. Something happens and strips away very quickly, okay? I do feel like this will be you, okay? Now, with the Tower, in this respect, the Tower is very, very positive because it strips away everything that isn't meant for you, and then Spirit is allowed to bring in what is meant for you. And something with the Page of Wands, I'm always drawn to the ripening fruit in the background. Okay, it's almost like you are about to be, this might sound cliche and a bit, but it's almost like you're about to be reborn again. The energy here, especially ending with the Ace of Cups, you are over just, it's almost like night has just turned into day. I can see money worries going away. I can see, you know, just those things that were really troublesome, and all of them just melting away, and you being able to take a breath and start anew. Wow. Wow, Aquarius. Right, this is what I have for you, and good luck in August, and I will see you really soon. Bye.